Hey everybody, and welcome to the PTO Today video blog. I'm Tim Sullivan, the founder of PTO Today, and I've got an interesting topic this week. It's one I'd like to talk about a lot. It's at this time of year, it's June when I'm talking today. A lot of new officers listening, a lot of folks recently elected to office from their PTO or PTA, and I'd like to talk about leadership. What's being asked of you? How your role kind of needs to change as you move from key volunteer to president or vice president or key leader. And leadership is tricky. I think leadership in a PTO is especially tricky because you're working with a lot of your good friends. You know, folks that you see at the pool or at Little League games or at graduation or school events. Most of the time you're just next to each other as friends, and now as a PTO leader you're being asked to make decisions, make calls, tell people no. And that's a difficult role for a lot of us in PTO leadership positions. But it's so necessary. What happens to a lot of PTOs that I see, the ones that just kind of go along and do okay, is that they kind of say yes to everything. Every idea that comes along is, sure, give it a try, that sounds fine. And the result of that is way too many activities, all of them done just okay. The best groups do fewer activities, and they do them really well. That means saying no to some. It means saying no even to some good ideas that you're just not ready to execute on yet. And that's leadership. How can you have those discussions? How can you tell people no and keep them as part of your group and not give that reputation or not gain that reputation as a clique or not open to new people? That's a leadership skill that you need to perfect in the next year to see success. The other part of leadership I find is how can you be that kind of leader making decisions and still have your group appear open? One of your key jobs is going to be setting the tone of your group. Will your group be a we need all parents and you parents who aren't involved are wrong group with that kind of stern tone or guilt trap? Or can you set a tone as a leader of we're looking for all kinds of help, we celebrate everyone, and we bring everybody in? That's going to be up to you as a leader. The way you talk, the way you write, the kind of talk you give at parent night when school starts, that sets that tone, and that's a leadership job. And finally, as a leader, you need to this year start working on your group while others work in your group. What does your group need? Can you take a step back and look down at the group and start working on systems or successors or new leaders? You're working on making the group great while others are doing the job of the group, running the events or running the fundraiser. It's really a key role, someone looking at how things are operating and trying to make those things better. That's the leadership job of a PTO president. It sounds daunting, but if you want the kind of group that makes a real difference in your school, that's what you can really focus on to make that happen. Good luck.